Christmas wreath. Dropping these bars while I brush my teeth. Flipping this verse like a boomerang. Landed on stage in your backpack filled with a new disease. Telling my doubts I'm hard to please. We don't care, we bounce on clouds. Sing off key and we're still too loud. Biscuit drops, the place explodes. Jumping through life in my pantyhose. Still no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, yeah. When you're not, you're not. Nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, yeah. When you're not, you're not. I see through your act and I still enjoy the show. Yeah. ain't never been a skate town. On no national, you know it go down. Kilo Ali flow. Look, from the east side on a Friday night, met a bunch of to the Golden Glide. The lows and highs, me and all the bros in the stolen ride like, man, they outside, so I'm staying inside. Show you and I vibe, take a few, like Tupac. I seen a bunch of mean guys in a bandana tie, throwing up the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize, I ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably be the reason you die trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs, gripping on it like I'm picking the prize. They hit the crib with a collide, but really ain't tripping. We can kick it ride through the pull up the Moreland, bro. Which team was happening? Oh, man. Southside, from the zone 4, Campbellton Road. Got cash to blow, hollering at the green 90s foreign. Got me using my 90s eyes. She was choosing in the parking lot. I was looking too, keep my number locked. I'm on the couch at your mama house. Ride around, bubble loud with the window down. Some of y'all done lost y'all mind. Baby, let me see you pop that spine. I can see from the front and I knew at once I was gonna have to walk back by. From the spots, but I be on Old Neck. But I pull up on my cousin on Rainbow Drive. Whip clean, let the paint don't dry. Where you from? Claim your sorry. Which team was happening? Southside, Clayco, you know what's up. Oh, damn, I don't even come up this far. Hit Catcade on the Sundays, say a parking lot prayer, no. I just wanna kick back, relax, shout it in the Monday. How about the seat slide? It's nice to meet you, green eyes. Let's take a lap, I bring you right back to your friends before they start tripping. As I bend, I see the from the glide with the golden teeth. I don't even know if they notice me. They don't even know that we way too deep. I'm from the west and they from the east, and all white tees looking like sheep. I don't even wanna get one of them sneaks. We throwing up fours and ones and threes and talking about west side, what's happening? Hey, we just pull up the Moreland, bro. Where you at? Southside, Clayco, throw that. You ain't never been to skate town. On no national, you know it go down. You ain't never been to Cascade. On the west side, up in LK. You ain't never been to Golden Glide. It's in the day. You ain't never been to Sparkles, gliding with your babe. I ain't never been to Skate Zone, cause it's out in Marlboro. I'ma pack a carload. I'ma take the grass and meet tomorrow. Bring it, yeah, bring it, bring it, bring it up. This will reach out, so let it take out. Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once?
You want to see what I'm thinking? You need that first?
Yeah.
Neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps.
The second one, but just without the
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Foxborough, Massachusetts, where the keeper of the light sounds the fog bell to signal that
I feel like
it
you
is
can
indeed
haircut
time
it
for
a bit.
football inside Gillette Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal week 7, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the New England Patriots. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His team ready to return to action following that dreaded early season bye. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around
pink and yellow
in front of the home crowd here.
I know that red and oranges because my other legs I'm not allergic to. I'm just worried about allergies. Like, color allergies are a real thing.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
I just want to be in picture of them.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by the former #1 overall pick from the University of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, when I played with Dinosaur Run there, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we got to put in Davis.
Over time, with the how planning the
to throw, here's Ward. And that's caught inside the 35. And a big 32-yard play on third.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Second and 10.
It's second down and 10.
Off the option, here's Gibbs. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Olave, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Penix working out of the gun here. That's to the sideline and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
And looking to throw, Penix. This one is slated over the middle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Jets will take over. The Jets offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
A gain of 15. And the Jets.
Here's the option. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They go play action with Ward. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line.
First down. A gain of 30. First down, Jets.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and here's Gibbs. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. From the 25, here's 2nd and 3.
Second and 3.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 yards.
Throwing now, Ward. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The kick by Bass is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? But the game's being played. Figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Leads to 3rd and 6.
Now Penix. Well, the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Here's Ward. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ward. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
12 more yards.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Patriots' 16-yard line.
Ward. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up
to throw is Ward. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2. Got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now Bennett's going to hold on to it. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 30.
Looking to throw, Penix. The quick hitter complete. It's Washington. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Penix going to hold on to it. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New York ready to go again offensively. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
They go play action with Ward. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Throwing is Ward. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Now Ward. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards, well struck. And the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Catch made by Slayton. Now he's free at the 35. And all all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are able to... Here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 13-7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. But Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
At the 26-yard line.
Ward from the gun, he'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up third down.
To throw is Ward from the gun on third down. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And it's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll take this down to the 33. The Jets at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Looking to throw. More. And he is caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
At the 20-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Ward. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Ward from the gun on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The kick by Bass is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 from 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. New England's offense set to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Now the first carry here for the running back. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jalen Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So 3rd down. They need to get to the 28 for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
To the air. Bennett. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
But you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Ward now, operating from the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
And I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Jets offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. Still fighting for more. And he he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Martin, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run.
Everybody's the best there, too.
Show that you're supposed to get the first down.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Brings up second and 8.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 37.
A gain of 13 yards.
Back to throw. Ward. And it's a fumble. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Yeah.
Throwing again here, Ward. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Malik Neighbors, 36 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Patriots 14.
Because of how grand, how like nice.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Patriots first down.
Here's Penix. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll throw with Penix. That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
That caught up to him. And New York set to take the field. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover, as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. Here's Ward. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw, here's Ward. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Darius Slayton and the rest of this offense about to begin their next drive. He's done his part, but so far it's been a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
This one, I don't know.
2nd and 6. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
And looking to throw, Penix. And that nearly intercepted. You know, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 2nd and 4. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Ward gets it underneath to Blue. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Starting to feel like fall outside, isn't it? Week 7 on the schedule. Let's get right into it. Our trip around the NFL.
See, like, it's kind of see it, but it's like, I wanted to show, like, the center part. Well, this is a little bit better. You can see, like, the details in it a little bit.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Namdi Matabike able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Penix working out of the gun here. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point of the season. In trouble, and he's taken down. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
That one taken in by Neighbors. Third down at 6.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 6.
Throwing now, Ward. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Darius Slayton and the rest of this offense about to begin their next drive. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Pressure comes, and down he goes. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Penix. And he's going to go down again. Namdi Matabike able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away.
4th down.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Ward. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and 3.
Ward. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A play fake. Now Penix. Addison hauls it in. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of
Bennett's going to sneak it. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's good for a Patriots first down.
Looking to throw Penix. Got an open man, it's Washington. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Penix. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. In motion, the tight end. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
To the air, Penix. Complete to Addison on the out route. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. Ward now working out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And he'll work this one out to about the 38. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
A gain of 15. And the Jets first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Ward. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. The Patriots gearing up to go now. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. That's caught downfield by Addison. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jordan Addison, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Back now in Foxborough, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. That is up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football. High percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Now Ward. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. $47-yard punt, a return of 4. And they will take over 1st and 10. New England's offense set to go. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 7. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Will Anderson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Patriots send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And the Jets will take over.
To throw is Ward. The pass caught by Olave. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Over the middle, it's complete. Here's 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw, here's Ward. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time, multiple guys get to it.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
New England trying to get a place on offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
They'll throw with Penix.
Going right side, he finds Slayton. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. Once again, he finds Slayton.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Patriots. First down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And looking to throw, Penix. Down the field, he's got Warren.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Here's Penix.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. 3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something to the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Roll the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
They run over center with Mitchell.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Ward.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
The Patriots offense and Michael Penix set to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
That's complete to Slayton. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Penix.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
They come up with one timeout and the 2-minute warning to work with. Here's 1st and 10. Now Penix going to hold on to it.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
They'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Wilson. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
New York set to take the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Jets, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
We did a lot. I'm feel grateful that you chose to call me after her reached out to you a year or two ago to find out you're in a relationship, to find out you're no longer in a relationship, to find out that you don't want anything serious with them. And it's like, all of that happening back in my life, to having to wait to find out you're single, to find out you still gotta wait. It's just like, how do you contain your happiness while still giving somebody their space and respecting their decision? I mean, it's just us talking about it. It's a whole bunch of I don't know. I mean, we can have the conversation. Like, it's all really cool. Let's have the conversation. But at the end of the day, like, is it really a conversation with the folks that you? I don't know. I've never been in this spot. You neither. I don't know. It's like we don't know. We're very happy to have you. At least I'm happy to have you in my life. I feel like you're happy to have me in your life. So, I mean, I feel like we're both respecting each other's decisions, space, life choices, and the distance. All of it. We're pretty much both in a place of transition. You're still trying to figure out if you're going to live in Syracuse in the next, 6 months? Oh, in April right now, so yeah. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I'm moving around the country, but Atlanta is still always my home base. It was one time in 10, maybe twice in 10 years. One, I was flying free for Delta, and the other ticket for Heathrow. And then the second ticket that she tried, I didn't even fuck this other. And that that wasn't our relationship. For me to just fly in for a weekend and be gone.
What does that mean?
You know what that means.
No, I don't. What are you talking about?
Me to fly in for a weekend and slut each other out and just leave.
Are you talking about just like a sex transactional situation?
Pretty much.
Oh, no. What?
So it wasn't fair to either one of us for me to try to make that trip up there, and that's all the time that we got, or that was the purpose of the trip. So, I mean, I respect you more than that. Like, I'm not just gonna be like, hey, I can get away for a weekend. You want me to come up there? Let's do something. I mean, that's fair and all, but to have the car in park and expect somebody to drive is kind of backwards.
I don't understand that.
You're actively not looking to be with anybody, but you want somebody to drive the situation.
All the things, but I think the argument is that, well, I'm not going to put energy towards that a certain degree of effort if the result is not going to be what you want, which is fair. I get that. I just don't know how to navigate this because I don't want to. I'm not going to apologize for taking a break and getting my shit together. Like, I'm
not asking you to.
But at the same time, it's like, I don't understand the logic behind and I'm not complaining about it, I'm just saying, like, it's fair to say that it's very confusing to care about somebody in the capacity that we do. Knowing that, you know, like, others can be involved and periodically or presently out. This is weird.
I mean, that's why I keep asking you, like, yo, you see us together. Yo, what do you want to
I
do?
know, but
Like,
you keep on asking a question I don't have answers to because, like, that requires effort. It requires showing up. It requires participating. It requires trying. It requires investigation. It requires self-reflection. It requires fucking effort that I don't have. And also, to some extent, you don't have it either. Like, there's just a lot of shit going on there. So for me, like, when you ask me that, you're coming from a place of like, hey, you know enough for me to just like, in fact, I'm good. I don't need any more information in this person. And I don't function like that. Not the way I live my life and not where I'm at. So like, I can't help but to just be like, I don't have an answer for nobody right now with everything going on. Because I don't have that answer, it's also like that weird purgatory of like,
I don't know what
I'm
this
just
is.
not. What'd you say?
That you don't know what this is.
I don't.
So that's why I'm like,
I generally love and care about you, and like, I get annoyed by poor bitch selection. Trust me, it annoys the hell out of me. Beyond, but I can't like. You like it, I love it. It's just that when you're talking to me, sometimes I just don't have full conversation from you, and it's very like, dare I say, niggish. Like, it's just very like man speak. Like, it's not full dialogue, and I'm just like, sometimes I wonder, like, do we just call each other just to check for our pulse and see if we still have access to each other? What is it? Like, what's happening here? But if you don't have an answer, I don't want to.
like, what would an answer sound like?
I don't know. You're talking to me. I don't fucking know.
Like,
But
I've already.
what I know is that, like, what it feels like. What it feels like is just this very, like, I just want to keep you in my life in any capacity type of vibe. And just being accepting of that, but just trying to also get to know who you are now requires time. You know, sometimes it's just like you're in the video game, or, you know, life is life, or you're entertaining, whatever, and I'm just like, okay, well, I guess I'll just be here. And I wonder sometimes what you get out of it either. Like, just me being here, like, what does that do for you?
I've always told you that I've always felt like you were my person. There was a long period of time I didn't have you in my life, and now that you're back, yeah, it's great to have you, access to you, and it's like you're not at a point in time where you can reciprocate that. Like I've told you, like over the last 10 years, like of all the chicks that I've messed with, nobody's come close. So you, on the other hand, have how many other people that you're still in love with?
Have love. Don't confuse the two, please. But
how do you sit there and say you have the capacity to love, and then when I say it, it's like,
no, you said in love. Like, in love is something that's current, and like you're participating. Like, and I don't know. I'm very careful with the words I use, and I already know. But yes, I have the capacity to love multiple people in different ways. Yes, but it's two. But remember, I also see love differently. Because I can't judge love with you versus Caleb versus Steve versus mind you, like, you've moved on 10 times over, Keith moved on 10 times over, and Caleb is broke up.
What do you mean? I've moved on.
I initiated that.
Initiated what?
Separated. I learned a lesson that long distance does not work out the way they have been but I have most, I've literally been in long distance relationships so like, so just act out.
Alright. I mean,
I don't expect that to chance you because you don't do that shit either. Like, I'm learning the older I get, niggas, they just don't want to do it.
don't want to do it.
Or don't have the means long distance.
I mean, working remote definitely helps.
Not everybody does that. It's not just about access or whatever. It's about shit. I wish I had it. I wish I had clarity and answers. And someone on that wave a magic wand and fix my shit so I can think. This, I can participate. It's hard. And the crazy thing is, it's not gonna get any fucking easier. So trying to find ways to just figure it out. And I feel like I've been saying that like a buckle worker with not just you, but like all my friendships, all the ships. I'm doing the best I can. The feeling of not being enough when it's not the answer you want. It's not the amount of attention you want. When you cry, or get shut down by just lack of dialogue, or, you know, in some ways you said this before, it's just a timing thing. But sometimes you're just not in the space to have a certain conversation. Not necessarily because you don't want to. Whatever that is, it must be refreshing. I can hear your entire throat.
Water. It's like I don't know, something in the back of my head or a little voice on your shoulder is telling me that you want to be told what to do. You want somebody to take over. And like you said, drive the boat. But I know you well enough to, if you're not ready or willing, that's not gonna work. It's like nobody's gonna force you into a relationship. No matter how many gifts they shower you with, no matter how present they are, no matter how sweet they are, any of that. Like, if you're not ready or don't have the capacity to be in a relationship, that's just it. You're not going to deal with it. Because you do love hard, holy. So, what?
I show up and I participate on
Exactly. You don't have the 100% you give right now. So nobody's going to drive the boat for you. Like, what you want, you're not going to get because you're not able to give that 100%. And you're not going to cheat anybody in love.
No, because it's not making sense.
So again, what is somebody to do with that? But sit and wait. I mean, I know you don't know. It's a rhetorical question. Like, literally just sit and wait for you to be ready. And I'm not trying to put you through that, which is why there are. See somebody that's cute, you can clearly tell that they're eyeing you as well. I mean, not toot my own horn or anything like that, but I understand the predicament that I'm in, and still somehow I am not that horrible of a catch. So females and chicks are still willing to give me an opportunity, and it's like, well, am I wrong for entertaining it?
No, it's wrong.
So
I'm not coming for you for that.
So it's like, with me still entertaining it, knowing that I do got a lot of shit going on, and trying to be more emotionally mature and intelligent, and recognizing that, okay, I can see this chick like really liking me more than I need to be liking the moment, and it's more than just passing the time, having somebody to talk to. Maybe a cuddle session here and there, maybe a date here and there, and it's like you're wanting to go to the next step, and it's like, yo, I'm not trying to do that. So how do you cut that off before it gets too deep? That's the whole situation. And at least that's how I'm playing shit at the moment. And it's like, you hear chicks all the time sit there and be like, well, guys are more honest and they just let you know that, well, shit, all I want to do right now is just fuck, and you can move forward amicably. And it's like, alright, I'm being open and honest about that. I've got a lot of shit going on right now. I mean, I don't mind talking to you, but if you start catching feelings, or I feel like you're catching feelings more than you should, then I'm trying to cut that shit off. But it's like, how long does it take somebody, again, rhetorical question, how long does it take somebody to be ready to love? And do you sit there and wait that whole amount of time? Do you not play the field? You miss out on opportunities? Would you eventually regret that person for taking 6 months, year, 2, 5 years to be at a point where they're ready to be loved, and now you've just been sitting on the sidelines for 5 years, twiddling your thumbs, waiting on that person?
Yeah, but I think that you're going through something that I went through with you, and so to me, like, I don't know how to tell you how to maneuver it, because that's what I went through for a while, and so let it go. And it sucks. It wasn't easy, but I had to. I don't know. It's just because, like, you're going through what I've already gone through with you. I don't know what to do. I don't know. But at the same time, it's like, I'm not anybody.